Harambe YouTube. It's good to see you. It's New Comic Book Day, and I am out in this beautiful weather while we have it because it doesn't last all year where I'm at. So I figured we'll do some unboxings and out in the sun. So let's get into it. This week I ordered from Midtown Comics. I always open the boxes on screen so you can see the safety and security your orders will be shipped with when you order from said company. So let's get into it. Should have brought out some scissors with me. So as you can see, it comes in a sturdy box with bubble wrap. We have your receipt on top. And the iconic, I consider iconic Midtown brown paper bag. So let's get into it. Stay tuned because there's one book in here that for unfortunate reasons I think may end up gaining a lot of value. So stay tuned for that book. We got a lot of them this week. So let's start with, oh yeah, and everything comes bagged and boarded as well. So let's start with Image Comics, Bronze Faces. This has been one of my favorite books as a black man that reads comics because it's about the repatriation and reclamation of African art that has been pilfered to British and European museums. And it's really a Robin Hood story that's about more than the artifacts, but the people themselves reconnecting and getting in that repatriation, if you will. So I've really been digging it. I think this is the last issue, number 5. I have the virgin cover here. So let's see. Open the inside cover. I'm pretty sure this is number 5. Okay, yeah, and it's not the last issue. We're going to be continuing with Bronze Faces number 6 in October. So, there's still time to catch up with this story. But yeah, very good book. The art, the culture, the adventure. And then we have one that looks like here from Mad Cave Comics. It Killed Everyone But Me. I'm going to be honest with you, it's from Mad Cave, a company that's built a lot of goodwill with me over this past year. I like the title, I like the look of it. It's clearly a horror-themed book, and I've heard great things about it. So, I'll let you guys know what I think about it, either in a short video or a full review. But sounds interesting. I've been having to duck and dodge reviews and spoilers because everybody's talking about it. So it looks like here we have Spawn, number 368 from Image Comics. Love Spawn and everything in the Spawn universe. Check that out. Classic Spawn cover with him shooting chains out. Very good stuff. Yeah, this is the epilogue of the Hell Hath Arisen story arc. And then we have Blood and Thunder number 5 from Image Comics. It's kind of a sci-fi space adventure about a bounty hunter and her sentient gun on a terraformed asteroid. Very, very fun book. Okay, and here is one that I was very intrigued by the cover of number 3, which came out this week. And I was about to get number 3, but then I realized, well, maybe I should start with 1 and 2 and see if those are going to be in stock. And so I looked on the website, not only were they in stock, but they were on sale. So, being on sale, I had to get the 2 of them. So I got Don't Forget Your Briefcase, number 1 and 2, from Mad Cave Comics. It looks from the covers like a spy adventure type story. So I'm really looking forward to this. And if I dig it enough, I will go ahead and get number 3. But, when you come across a sale like that, you gotta take the chance. And we have Conan the Barbarian, number 24. I love Conan. I love what Titan Comics are doing with the character. Getting back into some of the more original Robert E. Howard stories. With Marvel, I felt like there was a bit of a muzzle on the Conan character, but not at all with this. And yet still, while it's authentically Conan, it's not overly vulgar. So I'm enjoying that aspect as well. And one of my viewers commented he wanted more Conan content, and I'm going to give you more Conan content. The reason I don't is because there's been so much about Conan. I could talk about Conan all day, and I didn't want to beat it to death, but I got a request to talk about more Conan. I love talking about more Conan, so we're going to get more Conan content on the channel. Next we have The Punisher Red Band Edition. I am very excited about this. I think they're bringing back Frank Castle for this. I was not a big fan of the new Punisher that they tried to run with for a little bit. I got into the Get Fury series from last year, which was the Punisher Nick Fury spinoff taking place during the Vietnam War. And I enjoyed that, so I'm hoping that this is going to be bringing Frank Castle into the mainline Marvel Universe. And then we got my favorite ladies, Birds of Prey, number 25 from DC Comics. I love anything Barbara Gordon Batgirl, and she leads the team here, the Birds of Prey. 25 issues. This is 25. Feels like it just started yesterday, and it's still just as fresh and fun of a read. We're down to the last 2. Looks like we got one from Dynamite Comics here. And this is Vampirella Armageddon number 1. I actually got number 1 on its initial release date. I really, really, really enjoyed it. It continues off from the Vampirella Strike series. I believe it ended in 2022, 2023. But relatively recently, this is continuing that series, Vampirella Armageddon. And to be honest with you, I got this cover because it is from my favorite cosplay cover artist, Rachel Holland, otherwise known as Face by Archie on her internet handles, her Instagram handle and so forth. But Rachel Holland always does great covers, especially Vampirella. And so I had to get this very cool cosplay cover featuring Rachel Holland. And then last but not least is that book that has become rather infamous for, I'm going to be real with you, sad and tragic reasons. And the author speaking their mind on something, and DC making a certain decision on the continuation of this series, which kind of bums me out, but it happens in the world. But Red Hood, number 1, Out of Gotham, Not Out of Bullets. I was looking forward to this. I thought it was going to be a return of Jason Todd and him to this Batman universe. I wanted to see what happened to his character after the Gotham War. It was up in the air and ambiguous, and unfortunately the writer got caught up in some controversy, and DC decided to sever ties and cancel the rest of the series. And so Red Hood Number 1 is the beginning, the end, the complete run of this particular series. So go out and get it while you can. I don't know how this will affect the value, if it'll make it rise. I don't think it'll make it a worthless comic, but a lot of attention has been given to it. And I know when these controversies happen, what unfortunately happens is that us fans that really care about this stuff week to week, we end up missing out because of casuals trying to cash in on the controversy. I remember during, I think it was the last Joker run from Batman's White Label, I was so frustrated because they had a similar controversy in one of the issues, and it sparked a lot of debate, and I was very frustrated because I had my book ordered, it was in the mail. I didn't care about none of the culture war stuff, but when that happened, the book started flying off the shelves, to people that really don't care about comics but were opportunists. And unfortunately, the only package I ever had get damaged from Midtown Comics in transit was that package. And by the time we got it sorted out, that issue with the Joker was not available. I was highly upset. To a lot of people, it was, quick cash in on controversy. For me, it's a gaping hole in my collection. So get this while you can. Don't let the vultures get to it before you. So I will see you guys next time. Stay tuned for more content. A good buddy of mine, he had a collection of a lot of stuff. Image Comics, Crusade Comics, Marvel, a lot of classic stuff from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s that he wanted to make room, so he gave me 2 long boxes and 2 grocery bags worth of comics I'm going to sort through, and so I'm going to give you a lot of content from that. I recently started collecting back issues of She, that's S-H-I, that was put out by Crusade Comics since they've revamped the series, and I've been going back and trying to find those old issues, and it's been hit and miss. But when he brought by those comics, I saw some of the original series of She in the stack. I have yet to go through it, so I'm very excited that a book I've been actively hunting is going to be available to me at no cost. That's the beautiful thing about the nerd collector community. I've given away lots of stuff that's taking up space in my collection, and it's a great group of people that just share a common bond over a love of this media, be it comic books, action figures, anime, you name it. So that's going to be it for this week. Hit up your local stores. If you don't have a local store, check out MidtownComics.com, or my buddy Jeff over at CoffeeAndAComic.com. They give you fresh ground coffee with every order, shipped nationwide, and quite frankly, the shipping prices are a lot better than Midtown Comics, so you're going to get a lot quicker service. And if you're in Wyoming, go say hi to my friend Steve of Spellbound Apothecary and Entertainment, located in the Eastridge Mall in Casper, Wyoming, for your local comic needs. And tune in Tuesdays, because I'm putting out a video every Tuesday in my regular time slot, showing you what I think are going to be the hottest comics coming up the next day for New Comic Book Day, so that you don't miss out on notable series that are going to be available, books that hopefully are still in store, and give you something to look for, so you don't have to drudge through all this stuff. I drudge through it for you. See you next time. Until then, keep reading them books. I'm out.